Hello everybody, my name's John, a retired cook from the northeast of England in the UK, and welcome to my latest video recipe. And as promised in my last triple chocolate muffin video, this time I'll show you how to make 6 bakery standard triple chocolate muffins. And this one will really impress your family and friends. They're dark, rich and full of chocolate flavour, and I'll teach you a couple of baker's tips and tricks so you get the very best out of your ingredients. You can see the ingredients list and full written method for this recipe on the recipe page on the channel's website, and the link to that page and lots more is in the description box under the video. Just find and click on the word more, and that'll give you access to all the relative links for this video, including our website store products. Okay, let's get on with today's recipe. Okay, before starting I'll make a note of the weight of the empty bowl that I'll be mixing the batter in. More about that later. Right, I'll start by sifting all of the dry ingredients into the bowl, starting with the flour. Next to go in is the caster sugar. Now the baking powder, followed by the bicarbonate of soda or baking soda. This will help give the muffins that nice dome top. In goes the 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Now onto the cocoa. To get that really rich chocolate flavour and deep colour, bakers use a good quality cocoa powder. I like to use a dark Dutch processed cocoa like this Belgian one. It was around £19 for a kilogram bag on Amazon, which sounds a bit pricey, but this will last me about a year. I'll leave a link below so you can check it out yourself. Right, before sifting it, give it a quick pre-mix. Now gently tap it through the sieve. This does 3 things. It gives it a good mix, gets rid of any lumps and adds a little air to the mix. And the final dry ingredient to go in is the chocolate chips. I'm using a combination of approximately 2/3 dark chocolate chips and 1/3 milk chocolate chips. Now give those a good mix in using a whisk. Right, set that aside for now. Okay, now I'll mix the wet ingredients in a separate bowl. First to go in is the 50 millilitres of milk, and if you want a more accurate measurement, it's 50 grams in weight. Next is my homemade vanilla extract. I'll leave a link below to the video. The next ingredient to go in is sour cream. This will keep your muffins moist for longer. And if you can't get sour cream, plain Greek yogurt is your next best alternative. And the next one is 1½ eggs. Now to get that, whisk 2 eggs together, then weigh off 70 grams, that's 2½ ounces. You can make yourself a very small omelette with the leftovers. Finally, add the vegetable oil. The oil is much preferred by bakers as it keeps the muffins moist a lot longer than butter and improves the shelf life of the muffin too. Right, give that a good whisk until it's thoroughly blended together. And while I'm whisking those wet ingredients, why not get up to date and join in all the fun with everything that's happening on the channel by joining our monthly newsletter. There'll be a link in the description if you want to check it out. Right, make a well in the middle of the dry mix. Now pour in the wet ingredients. Make sure you get it all out of the bowl. Now using a spatula, gently fold the wet and dry together. Keep folding until everything is completely blended together. And a very quick mention to the channel's Patreon, PayPal, Super Thanks and YouTube's new membership supporters. I'll do the name splash and shout out a little later in the video. As soon as it all comes together, stop. It's important not to overmix this batter. Overmixing develops too much gluten, which makes the muffins tough instead of soft and tender. Right, almost done. Now clean down the sides of the bowl. Right, now this next step is a crucial professional secret, and that is to let the batter rest for 15 minutes. Now this allows the flour to completely hydrate and the bicarbonate or baking soda to react with the sour cream, which will create that high dome you get with bakery muffins. So, get your bowl covered, another great use for your dough proofing shower caps, and set your timer for 15 minutes. And while that muffin batter's resting for 15 minutes, preheat your oven to 220 degrees Celsius, that's 430 Fahrenheit, or gas mark 8. And for baking the muffins in, I'll be using these tulip muffin liners in our very own 6-cup muffin tray. And to bolster them up a bit, I'm doubling the liners up. And to make them look prettier, I'll offset the inside one, so it looks like they have more petals. And as an extra precaution against sticking, I'll give each one a light spray of this sunflower oil. Okay, I'll set those aside for now. Right, the batter's been resting for 15 minutes, so it's safe to bake them now. Now, to determine how much butter goes in each liner, we have to work out how much butter we have. So, get your bowl on the scales, and mine weighs 987 grams. I'll round her off to 990 grams. So, deduct the weight of the empty bowl, which we took at the beginning, and that was 260 grams. And that gives us a total butter weight of 730 grams. And that figure divided by 6 equals each muffin liner needs 120 grams of butter in it, which is exactly how I designed this recipe for 6 muffins. Or you can just guess them. But if you want a professional finished muffin, this is what you have to do, guys. So get your prepared tray on the scales, hit the tare button or reset the 0 and start filling the cases. Right, just a little more in this one. And spot on 121 grams exactly. Don't forget to reset your scales for the next one. Right, I've skipped to the end and I'm left with a nice clean bowl. Time to get them into the oven, which you should have set to 220 Celsius, that's 430 Fahrenheit or gas mark 8. So get them into the oven and give them a blast on this high temperature for 5 minutes. This very hot blast causes the leavening agents, i.e. the baking powder, baking soda and egg, to expand very quickly, creating a professional looking high dome muffin shape. Once the 5 minutes are up, reset your timer to 20 minutes. And without opening the oven door, turn the temperature down to 180 Celsius, that's 355 Fahrenheit, or gas mark 4. Now let those finish baking. And while those muffins finish off in the oven, I hope you don't mind if I give my very latest Book 5 a quick shout out. This latest release features 12 all-new bread recipes not found in any of my previous 4 books, along with even more brand new recipes for air fryers, pies, cakes and desserts, and much more. The book also includes interactive elements such as QR codes linking directly to step-by-step video tutorials for each recipe, and you'll find links for all 5 books in the description below the video. Okay, time's up on these gorgeous bakery standard muffins. Check with a cocktail stick to see that they're done. Stick is clean, so out they come. And they're looking fantastic. Now I like to decorate the tops with a few white chocolate chips while they're still hot. It's always best to place these white chips on the muffin while they're still hot, as the base of the chip melts and sticks to the muffin. And as you can see, they've risen very nicely. They've got that classic professional dome top, and those white chocolate chips really set them off. I'll let them cool off for a while, and when I come back, I'll let you see what they're like on the inside. Time to give one a try. So I'll first get it out of the tulip case, and because we sprayed a little release oil at the start, it comes straight out of the paper liner. Now let's see if I can break it open cleanly. And of course I can, straight down the middle. And the inside is so soft and moist with a beautiful light crumb. Time to give a little piece a try. Now I've listed these as triple chocolate muffins, but in actual fact they're quadruple chocolate. That's the 3 different chocolate chips used and the Dutch processed cocoa powder. And honestly, that is so good. It has an intense silky dark chocolate flavour without being bitter at all. A fantastic professional standard triple chocolate muffin made in your own kitchen. Huge thumbs up everyone. And as promised earlier in the video, here is the latest name splash and shout out list, including YouTube's brand new loyalty membership supporters. And they are Deborah Hooper, Jens K3250, Eagle Bill 3738, AMT 7216 and Eddie Vandenberger 9796. Thanks very much guys, I really do appreciate all that you do in supporting the channel. Well, thank you again for watching. Please like, share, comment and subscribe by hitting the circle above. If you do subscribe, activate the bell icon next to the subscribe button on my channel page. And by doing that, you'll be automatically notified every time I upload a new video. And in the meantime, here's a few of my other videos and playlists that you may want to watch. So, until the next time, be safe in your kitchen and bye for now.